We will either find a way or make one. Hannibal Barca. My friends, commit yourself each and every day. You are going to do this. Don't worry about how long it takes, because once you master the markets, you'll make up for all the time you ever spent. Everything down for the day except 20-year U.S. government bonds. It was up about 0.5%. Let's jump first into the S&P 500, down almost 5%. Yesterday we told you 70% downward probability. On the S&P, 75% backtest accuracy. Guess what? We were right. Things hammered down. And today we're looking at tomorrow, we are at a 75% bearish downward probability and a 78% backtest accuracy. See the move? Not as much as yesterday. We had projected around $11. Tomorrow we see it down about $4, just a little bit over that. Now the stop loss is at 553.02, and you want to be careful. Of course, the confirmation signal in any down move is a red Heikin-Ashi candlestick on the 195-minute chart with increased volume. Let's move on to the NASDAQ 100, down even more, 5.35%. Jamming on the volume on everything and just a hammering down. All that down movement, just first day of the latest 2-day candle, the week. Big hammer down on the 195-minute chart. We had told you yesterday, 70% downward probability. And the backtest accuracy, 72%. We're going up to 75% for tomorrow. Only about $3, a little over 76% backtest accuracy. So do be careful. The stop loss is at 464.75. That's the recent high. On the 195-minute chart, that's where that's coming from. We have reasons for coming up with all of these figures for you. By the way, the trade execution summary grid that I'm giving you all these numbers from, it's in our email every day. Just go to chartingwealth.com, sign up. You'll get the email as soon as we get this recording done. Every day we send that email out, and in it is the summary execution grid. It's what you need to see. And you can get it for free. Nobody's going to charge you for that. We don't sell or spam that list. So go to chartingwealth.com, sign up, get it. That means you don't have to stand around and write all these numbers down. Let's move on from stocks and we'll go to bonds. We told you yesterday an 80% bullish up move was predicted. Wasn't a lot. It's around 72 cents. But I think we outdid that, up 0.46% for the day. Our backtest accuracy was at 85%. As we look at tomorrow, we are an 80% bullish down move again, 85% backtest accuracy, and we're seeing around 70 cents or so in continue. So not a lot in the downward movement, but still continuing to project highly downward movement. Now remember, we're not a stock calling service, not a bond calling service, not a gold or Bitcoin calling service. We're an education firm. We want you to learn how to do this. Practice with us. Prove it to yourself that you can learn how to read stocks, how to read charts, how to do technical analysis. It's fun and we keep it simple. It's nothing but what? Heikin-Ashi candlesticks, volume. We have an average volume metric there, that black line that shows you how we're doing. And we use trend lines. It's just that easy. It's no more complicated. And these three charts, 195-minute, which is technically half a market day. It's not 4 hours. Stop using 4 hours. That's stupid. The market's not open 8 hours. It's open 9:30 to 4. That's 195 minutes per half. That's what it needs to be. That's a half day. Then the 2-day chart, then the weekly chart. So again, we use all those charts in combination to understand what's really going on. You're getting 3 different time frames, and it's so important to see those time frames in the large, the intermediate, and the small. We don't get into little bitty, tiny movements, with 15 minutes or something like that. I don't have time to sit around all day and watch the markets. I don't want to do that. I've done that before. It will drive you completely insane. I would rather have big charts for big money. Now, let's move on from 20-year U.S. government bonds, go to gold. Gold yesterday, we told you that it was bullish 85% with a 90% backtest accuracy check. We were wrong. It was down today 0.60%. And should you have ever jumped into that? No, look, it was down in the morning. What do you do when something is bullish? Well, of course, your confirmation signal is a green Hakenashi candlestick going up on the 195-minute chart with steady volume. You didn't have that. You had gold drop off the deep end in the morning. So, of course, you would not have gotten in. And look at where we are on the 2-day. Things moving up so nicely. Hadn't seen a red candle for the longest time. And then doji. Look at all the volume along with that doji where we had a hammer down in the morning. Recovered some in the afternoon. Overall, not down bad. 0.60%. And for the week, nice high volume moving up to higher highs. So again, bit of a pullback. Now we are again continuing to forecast a bullish move, 85%, 90% now backtest accuracy, and seeing it going up about $2.50. The entry points around the right where it is right now, 286.50. We're at 286.46. And again, see it going up to 289. We'll see if that plays out for us tomorrow because, you know, I bring it to you every day. And I tell you what happened and how accurate we were. And again, remember, if you're jumping into these charts and continuing to ride this, we're not short traders. We don't just jump in and jump out. We want to ride that pony as long as we can. We love the weekly charts. Big charts, big money. Little charts, little money. But what we want to do is we want to use what we see here to help us get in and then stay in or get out. And again, if you have moves that continue, we want to stay in those continual moves. And seeing all three of these time frames really helps us understand what is actually going on. Now, let's go to HODL. Yesterday we were bearish, just 65%. Backtest accuracy was 70%. That's okay for backtest accuracy. And what did we see happen with HODL? It hammered down for the day, 5.66%. You can see that high volume on the half-day chart in the morning, about the same as far as ended about the same in the afternoon. You can see how we haven't had a whole lot of volume lately. Are we going to get to average volume by the end of the week? We could. 2-day could also get to average volume. It's gone red again. We had 3 greens, and now we're going into what looks to be the third red. There's really a doji in the middle, but it was red, and we'll continue to keep an eye. We've talked about this sideways slide and that Bitcoin's just not getting itself going one way or the other. This week, a red spinning top. But again, bearish. We've gone from 65 to 70% directional probability, and like I think I already said, a 72% backtest accuracy. That is where we are, my friends. I hope you're following us each and every day and enjoying this. We always love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. Do you want my new book? You can get it. It's part of the benefit at any of the 3 levels of Patreon support. If you'll follow the link in the show notes or go to chartingwealth.com, look at what we post on a daily basis. You'll see the link to our Patreon page. It's Charting Wealth. You can go to Patreon, put in Charting Wealth. You'll find our page. Sign up at any of the 3 levels of support. You will not only get my book for free, it'll immediately be emailed to you. You will also get our 3-part training, Options Made Simple, the Charting Wealth Way, if you're interested in learning options. It's a great training, and you'll love that too. That's where we are, my friends. Hope that you have a great day tomorrow as we wrap up the market. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.